What? Do I not have friends in high places? Because it appears you have to in order to get your voice heard. I'm not going to sit back and let things be. I wouldn't be a man if I did. If I'm going to be taken seriously and be considered worth your time, then I guess I'm going to have to take things into my own hands and create my opportunity. Spoiler alert, this is where I go into business for myself. We've all got these wrestling companies, open for business, if you can call it that, and the one thing they all have in common, other than sitting in the crosshairs, is they share the same roster members. So by that thinking, each and every single one of these companies is a small budget, independent company. How is it that I can watch all these tapes to study every single last one of you, to expose your weaknesses and know your strengths, and I see the same people over and over and over to the point I'm choking they are rammed down my throat so much? Surely you're not superstars, because superstars work for one company and get paid enough to live off that one company. I know. You see even the biggest stars making appearance at your local independent shows. Guess what? That is called a special appearance, meaning once in a while, not every show. Now I'm all for cross-branding and interpromotional work. That is how this industry works, or at least should work. Company A is looking for someone to come and give their seemingly unbeatable champion a threat of losing. So Company A calls up Company B, they make an offer. They will send so-and-so to compete at such and such time for the length of a feud to get over and come to a logical conclusion. And in return, they ask if they would be willing to send such and such to appear on their show and have a good run at their champion. Now I know what you're thinking here, and yes, that fourth wall has been broken. I'm talking about the behind-the-scenes dealings. I'm exposing the business. Blah, blah, blah. This business needs to be revived, and a clear-cut, front-running company needs to be established. I'm not saying let's all work for the same damn company and produce the biggest show of the year on a weekly or monthly basis, because let's face it, when you have all the top talent in one place at one time, it's going to get stale, because then there is only one show you watch. But if all of these top talents split off and work different companies and allow themselves to be built around, then you will have multiple shows to watch, and fans can support each of them and choose a favorite. It's called variety, and variety is a spice that can make even the greatest recipe that much better. Besides, who wants to be a huge star on a roster full of huge stars and have to share the spotlight with 20 or 30 other huge stars? If you're a huge star and you've got 5 huge stars with you in one company and the rest are good talent who, if given the chance, can become huge stars, then you have a product people can get behind. Because people will tune in to see the guy who got ran over by a freight train a few months ago get his shot at a title and possibly win because he's been working his ass off and earned a chance to prove himself in the main event. Hell, maybe he wins, and the company gets itself a bona fide, homegrown talent who went from busting his ass and getting nowhere to busting his ass and finally getting his just due. Instant credibility, and another guy on the show who can give the fans a great match. Who am I kidding? This is all logical thinking, and I'm just one voice. This voice, though, is one worth listening to. Not because I think I'm right, but because you know I am. I'm Brent Starr, and I wish I could say this is the way things are, but I can say it is the way things should be.